How did you lose your virginity?
26 extremely intense seconds. Missionary. I finished sweating over her, panting. Asked her, did you come too? Like a effing idiot.
Dude, I crippled inside reading the last part.
Doggy style with chitty chitty bang bang on in the background. It was as awkward as it sounds.
Lost it with my second girlfriend. I was her first boyfriend, so she made me wait almost 2 years. She was going to move away to the US cause of the aftermath of a hurricane, so we decided to do it in case the long distance was too much. Both of us were virgins.
A girl caught my eye at a college dance. I had previously spoken to her once before and complimented her Zelda shirt. I talked to her all evening, then invited her back to my apartment to show her Breath of the Wild, which had just come out. We play until 5 in the morning. I regretted not making a move. I invited her over for Zelda again the next evening and we stayed up until 5 in the morning doing something different. Edit. Wow, I woke up to so many awards and likes, thank you everyone. Since some of you have been asking, no, we never got together, but we are still great friends. She is currently with the love of her life and they're perfect together and I couldn't be happier for them both, smiley face.
Hiya.
In the movie theater during Too Fast Too Furious. Sex was the same.
Met a girl online. Flew across the US. Met her, didn't do anything. Continued to talk. Flew over again 6 months later, had sex with her the first night. This was in like 1999, I think. Edit. Went back sooner than I remembered. Updated.
1999 Internet. ASL.
Awkwardly.
Sounds pure.
In a public bathroom with my girl best friend. It was nice. Really classy.
Fresh urinal cakes, decorative TP, and thou. Ah, memories. Edit. Thanks for the awards. Narwhal salute. A golden splash of respect, LOLOL, relevant.
Very awkwardly, as most people have.
Romantic evening with candles. 06/17/09. Lasted about 30 seconds.
How did you cope with that, if you needed to? I feel being prepared for that will come very much in handy. Any advice? Edit. The advice I have gathered. 1. Happens to everyone, don't care, do some other stuff, then go again. 2. If she cares about that, why do you care about her? On a Tinder date, I told the girl that I was not a virgin. In hindsight, she most definitely should have realized I was lying.
I did the same thing. I ran into the girl a few years later and told her I lied and that she was my first. She said that she also lied and I was her first.
On the floor of a movie theater.
And some say he's still stuck there.
That's a story still waiting to be written.
Last day of my freshman year in college with my lab partner. She was very sweet. And I never saw her again. When I returned to my own dorm shortly afterwards, my folks were waiting for me. Awkward.
Why didn't you see her again?
To an Irish girl in a hotel room in Spain in 1997. Vodka was involved.
Cultural exchange at its finest.
Me and my girlfriend told our archery coach that my mum wanted me home early and she was my ride. We snuck into the Arby's parking lot and went at it in the back seat of her Nissan Rogue.
Archery, Arby's, a Nissan Rogue, and WTF is the next seat? Wild story, 10 out of 10 would read again. I was 18, finally met up with my long-distance girlfriend. We got a hotel suite for a week near where she lived and basically didn't leave it except for food the whole time.
Pretty much the same, except I was 19 and we stayed at her student apartment. We did go out for some fresh air and got groceries a couple of times, but the rest was just all youthful enthusiasm.
Traveled to see a girl. Turns out she was a massive bitch in person and I ended up hanging out with her friend instead, who I also knew. Ended up in her dorm room watching movies. One was Fight Club because I haven't seen it before. I still haven't seen Fight Club.
You should see Fight Club. It's a good movie.
In the parking lot of a Fazoli's right after church because my Catholic girlfriend felt bad about doing it before church. Lol.
You get some post-sex breadsticks?
In my girlfriend's parents' bed over Memorial Day weekend. It was weird.
With her or her parents?
Lost it in a movie theater when we saw no one else was in there. Didn't know the staff could see us on camera, so they moaned at us when we walked out and I ran out of the theater so fast.
Ended up waiting to get picked up in the rain because I was so embarrassed.
Well, they had a good sense of humor.
Back of her parents' van, in a Walmart parking lot. Black Eyed Peas were playing on the radio. Makes me laugh every time I think about it. Edit. Whoa, this kinda popped off, haha. The song was I'm a bust. I mean, I'm a B. And sorry you, 1n1n1 is 3. This happened in Texas, I doubt we are long lost lovers. Edit number 2. I know this will be disappointing for many of you, 1n1n1 is 3 and I sorted it all out. Turns out it was just an absolutely bizarre coincidence. This has been wild. Remember kids, safe sex is great sex.
I got a feeling that tonight's gonna be a good night.
In a grass field with my childhood best friend's sister, tears of joy, tears of joy.
Was it like strawberry wine?
To my girlfriend, now wife of 7 years, though I met her when she was 13 when we were both teens and started dating sometime later. She was also a virgin.
Lost it with my current boyfriend 2 years ago. We were dating for 6 months beforehand and went on a hike for my birthday to my favorite hot springs inside of a slot canyon. It was dark by the time we got to the end where the hot springs were, and no one else was there. We had sex half in and half out of the hot spring. It was a genuinely awesome experience. As we were hiking out, it started pouring and we had to legitimately book it back from this 3-mile hike through a slot canyon to get out. This normally takes about 3 hours to navigate with rock climbing and dangerous terrains even when dry. We made it out in about 1.5 hours running as we were worried about flooding, which, yes, can happen quickly. Thankfully, we made it out unscathed. We'll definitely check the weather next time. It was one of the coolest adrenaline rush experiences I've ever had and I am very lucky to have had such a great time.
You had me at Slot Canyon. In college with a good guy friend. We both had a crush on each other. One day we were making out and I told him I was a virgin and wanted him to teach me. It was a surprisingly comfortable and amazing experience.
Greater than I told him I was a virgin and wanted him to teach me. You see, the way to be a virgin is
3-way with girlfriend and the guy she's now married to. Looking back on it, WTF. Well, someone had to unvirgin the olive oil.
To a girl I'd known since middle school. She was at a sleepover with some friends our freshman year of high school. Got a phone call at like 2 a.m. from her and her friends asking if I can get them beer. I had a case from a party in THR fridge in my room. I was living with my aunt and uncle and they really didn't care if I drank. So I drove over to her friend's house, and it's like 6 girls having a mini party basically. Her parents were gone. They had me park a block away cause no guys rule. And snuck in. Well, they all thank me and of course the topic if sex comes up. Well, Katie and I both admit that we are virgins, so the committee decides we should have sex. We were both down, so F it, let's F. So yeah, my first time I had an audience. Still friends with Katie to this day, I hang out with her and her wife quite often. Edit to answer some questions. Katie is bi, so no, I did not drive her to the other team, lol. Her wife does know of our history and is cool with it. She's happy we each lost it to someone respectable.
15 years old and my much older sister, she was in college, I don't remember exact age, had a party at our house. One of her hot college friends thought I was cute, and before I knew it we were making out. She basically taught me since I had no idea WTF I was doing. Anyway, after some of that, we went up to my room and she taught me everything else. Spent about an hour in there with her trying all sorts of stuff. I remember thinking it was weird that she was so teacherly, but I guess that was part of her RP kink or something looking back. I still have her friended on Facebook even though I haven't used the site in ages. All in all, what could have been a devastating emotional experience actually gave me loads of confidence going forward, so I can't complain. She said my DK was massive, and I took that poo as a badge of honor. Turns out it's only average size, but I thought I was a badass at least.
The mention of your sister at the very start really scared me, to be honest, lol.
I turned my back on it for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, and it wandered off.
When I was 13, my dad was a truck driver who was gone most of the week but back on weekends. In the quest for more money, he decided to become an owner-operator LHT with Prime, which would keep him on the road for months at a time. My dad decided he didn't want to be away from my stepmom for that long, so she got her CDL and went with him. My stepmom's friend Rami moved in to watch me and my 3 brothers and brought her 2 daughters with her, one 17 and one 19. The 19-year-old called me up to her room one day and asked me if I knew how to eat pea. I told her no, and she asked me if I wanted to learn. I was a horny 13-year-old, so of effing course I thought I hit the jackpot. I went down on her and then we had some very brief penetration where I came inside her almost immediately upon entering her. The fun part besides the statutory RP was since I had no clue about condoms and whatnot, she missed her period the next month and I got my first pregnancy scare at the ripe age of 13 years old. She didn't end up being pregnant, but it was definitely a heavy burden weighing on my mind for quite a bit.
That was a roller coaster. As I'm reading about how you lost it, I first see you mention my dad, and I'm thinking, oh no. Then I keep reading and see it's not him. Then I see you mention my stepmom's friend, and I think, oh no. But it's not her. Then I read the 19-yo and think, oh okay. Then I remember your age and think, oh no.
Well, I lost mine on a race car bed. He was 17 and his room was decked out with Hot Wheels.
Done in 60 seconds.
19 years old in my current boyfriend's bedroom. He was very patient with me and I had to ask him to stop cause it was hurting too much.
I'm no loser. I took my virginity with my own hands.
Some might say this is the right way to do it.
Met a girl on Tumblr, talked for a few months. I visited her in Canada after saving for a while. I'm from England. Lost my virginity with her. A year later we're still together and she's living with me now. Smiley face.
This story is awesomely light-hearted compared to all others in here. Thank you for one that doesn't add anxiety.
You guys are losing it.
Nah, that's why I wanna know.
To the woman who became my wife. A night of drinking at a bar, not abnormal, turned into us going back to her place, also not abnormal, but the making out was different that night. We gave in, and it was a spiritual experience. We've been together for over 20 years. Smiley face.
Hashtag YOU can lose it?
Effing hell, the post has been up for 4 minutes already. 2 people have said without consent.
Sex.
Same here. I'm pretty sure it's usually how it's done.
Seems to do the trick. Don't fix what ain't broke.
I haven't lost my virginity cause I don't lose.
Ask your mom.
I stuck it in the hole of my future W of an ex-wife.
Thank you for watching. We upload new videos every day. So be sure to come back for more fun. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the video.